Hey, my Scorpios, what's going on? Welcome to my bed. No, but in real life, welcome to my bed. No, for real. Yeah, I just wanted to film in here today. I really don't know why. I just felt it. I got all my shit set up. I got my light over there, so hopefully everything looks good and we can go ahead and get on with this reading. If you would like, let's go ahead and center in. Let's ask the energy. Let's ask source in order to, hey, Pinky Baby, in order to get the messages for those with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Spirit, excuse me, please connect me to the highest source of information so to get whatever messages people with heavy Scorpio placements need to know. Excuse me. Ooh, for the moment, please give me whatever messages you have. My most loving ancestors, higher self, please connect down to me and allow me to relay messages to the Scorpio collective that will allow them to travel along the path of their highest good. And Scorpio, your card fell out. And of course, I would have to get out of my bed to get it. You guys are fucking difficult. No, in real life. In real life, though. In real life, though. Oh my God, I hope y'all didn't just see what I thought y'all seen. But if you did, we grown. Oh, well. Okay, so. All right. I really hope y'all didn't just see Scorpio! If y'all don't know me by now, you better know me. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care. So, already, it's already some shit. I'm gonna let it come out. Spirit, give me whatever messages you need for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. And otherwise, to know. What do these Scorpios need to know in order to move along the path of their highest good? Please give me whatever messages that you have. Ooh, for Scorpio. Whatever messages. Me too. I don't really have any Scorpio placements, but I do have. Oh, it's a thunderstorm going on outside. I do have heavy 8th house. Like I have a 8th. Why do I keep saying 8th? I have an 8th house stellium. So I'm connected to that scorpionic energy and I fucking get it. I fucking get it, bro. Is that thunder or fireworks, nigga? I have a pimple? Ew. Something is a brewing, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Okay, Scorpio. So you guys already have, bruh, y'all like, oh, 11th and 12th house. It's, you can hear it. It sounds like fireworks, but like in person, it's a deep rumble. It's a deep rumble. You know how they used to say when it's raining and it thunders, that mean the devil beating his wife. It's a deep rumble. Bro, that shit is scary, bro. All right, so Scorpio, let me tune back in real quick. Spirit, give me whatever messages you have for Scorpio in order for me to deliver those messages to the Scorpio community in order to help them. How can we help Scorpio, Spirit? Please make the message very clear to me and very direct so that I can help Scorpio. Because y'all seem like y'all need it. Y'all need it. Okay, so first card that we got was the Fool. Y'all feel defeated. Let me just say this. Whatever situation that you are going through, take every single instance as a learning experience. So, for whatever reason, y'all feel like y'all got 9 lives like a damn cat, okay? Like y'all can just do whatever, go off on new tangents, go off on new cliffs, and the universe is just always gonna have y'all last. But at the same time, it's almost like a bipolar energy, because when you're feeling that way, when you're feeling determined, it's almost like a manic, like, oh my God, universe is open, it is abundant, I am the greatest, let me go, let me fly, I can fly. You're a whole human being, but you feel like you got wings, so you go jump off a cliff, and then you get pissed when nothing works, when you're tired, okay, let me use that same analogy. So you done jumped off the cliff, then you're pissed because you got scratches all on your face because all the trees didn't scratch you up. You didn't encounter the damn mountain lion, and you had to fight that bitch off with your bare hands. And then now you're hungry, you ain't got no food, you ain't got no water, and then you're sitting up why didn't anybody let me, why did y'all let me jump off that cliff? Like, then you want to find somebody to fucking blame for the fact that you felt like you had wings. You know what I'm saying? Pink said fighting a mountain lion mid-air and shit because you thought you could. And then when you feel like you've been defeated, that's when all the self-depreciating thoughts happen. But at the same time, it's like, let me make this more Scorpionic, because that's not a good analogy for Scorpio. Because Scorpio always needs somebody to blame. Let's be real, okay? Let's be real. Can we get real on High Vibe? Okay? Scorpio always needs somebody to blame for their shortcomings. There is indicating something that is holding you guys to either another person or a really dirty, nasty habit, right? Where you're either going to place blame on that person or you're going to place blame on the habit. So if it is an addictive tendency, it could be, oh, well, I just smoke crack because, you know, I'm sad. But when you got paid on the first, you was like, oh, yeah, nigga, crack me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope I'm not offending nobody. I'm crazy. I say whatever fuck I want, okay? My mouth is reckless. But, yeah. So let me look at these cards real quick, because there's a lot going on. Then you got the Hanging Man. So it's about, yeah, fixed signs. Yeah, well, they got their mind fixed, okay? So if it was you, it was you, okay? But there's a Hanging Man. So it's, the universe is asking you to look at the situation from a different perspective. It's asking you to really change the way you've always done something. It's like really asking you to take that shit and put it on its head. Yeah, man. It's asking you to get more discipline. It's asking you to get more real. It's asking you to account for yourself, be way more accountable, be way more organized and diligent. Okay, let's take it all the way there, bro. This is about to be a full-ass reading. I've been trying to keep these readings to like under 15 minutes. This is not gonna happen. So, all right, first of all, you're the fool in the situation. Not to say that y'all are dumb. It's not to say that you are stupid. It is just to say that you are trying to bite off, hey, peaceful, a lot more maybe than you are capable of chewing. Like, you can see the step, but you can't see the whole staircase. And that's okay, because you know what? Any virtuous person that you've ever, you know, studied always tells you, you just have to see the next step, the next step, the next step, right? But being that you are the fool, you're starting at ground complete zero with this shit. Like, you might feel like you've done research, you might feel like you know enough to know, you might feel like, oh, my mind and my wit will take me far. But you soon find out that, you know what? No, like, mentally, you might not have been prepared for this shit. Mentally, you're in a space right now where you feel defeated. And like I said, you're gonna either turn to some sort of substance, or you may try to turn to another person. And this is another thing I see Scorpios do. They have a whole life of their own. They're, okay, let's say for instance, struggling like a motherfucker, okay? And you talk to them and you're like, hey, what's going on in your life? They don't tell you shit about that struggle. But because they're upset, because they're not in the space that they want to be in, they start talking about their significant other or their parent or a sibling or a child or a friend, where they're like, oh, this person is so motherfucking dumb. They do this, they do that. It's like they're almost addicted to berating the person, or just taking the aggression and the anger subconsciously out on another source, because it feels more comfortable when it's not inside of them, when it's actually out, so they can see it, so they can dissect it, so they can be obsessed with like everything wrong that this person is doing. But it's really just a projection. It's really just a projection. Or they do drugs, or they engage in something that's like attention seeking, whoring themselves out for attention or something like that. Please don't be that person. Please don't be that person. If you're feeling sad, all you have to do is do like you normally do. I would recommend go into your safe space, right? Because every Scorpio that I know has one. Go into your safe space for a while, maybe even, and the task here is going to be really to change your perspective on whatever is going on within you. Like, you might need to do a lot more fortifying of your internal strength and discipline, because those are the two things that are going to get you out of this sense of feeling defeated about the fact that like you're trying to tackle something so big right now, you know. And I think part of wrestling with the inner strength, because strength came out right underneath the devil card, is that whatever that bad habit is, or that vice or that person that's like has that addicting quality. Because you know, when we have relationships with people, it releases dopamine. Dopamine is almost like crack. It's like natural crack. You know, it gives the body the same emotional responses that a heavy drug would. And so if it is that you need to separate from another person in order to realize your inner strength and power, right, in order to tame the inner beast, do that, bro. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like it. But yeah, if it takes that for you to be able to, what was I saying? Yeah, you're gonna need to go introspective. Like, this needs to be a journey of self-discovery. And the fact that these are both major arcana, this lets me know that this ain't no heavy feat, right? But this also lets me know that you're ready to really transform your life, right? Transformative energy to really shift things around for yourself. But it's also going to take a level of discipline. So like, if you're into spirituality, or if you're into meditation, or if you're into you know, going to church, or whatever your devotion is, if you're into receiving mentorship from somebody, try being really open and really honest with them about what it is that you're struggling with. Because being in this space of being the fool, it does you no good to act like you know what the fuck's going on when you don't, when you clearly don't, bro. It doesn't do you any good to act right now, because it's only going to drive you deeper into a sense of defeat every time you fake it till you make it, and then it's time for you to show up and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Okay, so you might need to go in and study. You might need to go in and, I think it's like a combination of external, like almost academic study of whatever it is you're trying to do, but also internal wrestling with the self and balancing those modes out. I don't really know, balancing out your knowledge of both, because at this point it's just, you got to change some things. You got to change your approach. And you might have been very gung-ho about like how you wanted to go about doing something, and you just, because the fool is like, bro, I got ultimate faith. Like, I don't know how this shit about to work out, but it's about to work out. You feel me? But that doesn't always happen that way, and clearly it's not working out for you how you wanted it to. Let me see with these cards. Okay, so yeah, you definitely need help. I don't know why I said you might need to go get a mentor, but it says this is a team effort. So this is the number 37, 3 and 7 put together, or 3 plus 7 in numerology, a 1, right? So you need to focus on yourself. You need to get more in touch with your star player in order to see what your strengths and your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, right? What your weaknesses are. Right? And you might need to open yourself up to other people to help you realize that part of yourself. Because if I know one thing about Scorpios, y'all do not like being under the microscope. So let it be either somebody or a group of people who you can, ow, my back, who you can really put your trust into, right? But then it's like, cloak yourself in light, right? So protect yourself. And a lot of times, shit, if I had to say, I think, I'm sorry if I'm going in on her sign. Like, I love and respect you guys' sign a lot, but y'all is a piece of work. Like, Pink said it. Us fixed signs are all a piece of work. So that would be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. All a piece of work, okay? So a lot of times, being that we are fixed signs, Scorpio in particular, fixes their nature. What does it say? What it is that they wish to control, right? And sometimes that includes trying to touch things that are outside of you, but like really the only person you can control is yourself. And so you do need that level of protection right now. You do need that level of just protecting you from the unseen. Protecting yourself mentally. You might need to call that in. You might need to ask your spirit guides to help you gain clarity about the situation. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like the video, subscribe for more content like it. Share this video with any Scorpios that you might know. But yeah, and then this number, when you add 3 and 9, that gives you 12. 12, 1 and 2 gives you 3. So this is about you really taking care of your inner child. What did I say? It's about going internal, taking care of yourself. I was just telling, who was it, Libra, about, you know, traumas that we experience in childhood and how they can fester, especially for a Scorpio, especially if you're a Scorpio moon, because the emotional aspect of yourself being tied to that scorpionic, very deep energy. First of all, the moon is in detriment when it's in Scorpio. And so those people tend to feel very out of place emotionally all the time. Like, they don't never really process shit. normally, or how most of us would perceive emotion, because emotions are not something that you can necessarily harness, you know, but Scorpio moon, they feel their emotions so deeply, it's almost like the emotions are in control, not the person anymore, you know. And so a lot of that is learned behavior. I was reading something about Scorpio moons that said that you know, you guys are very skeptical, especially when it comes to people that you're tied to emotionally, because a lot of times in the early home life, Scorpios experienced parents or caretakers who did not, who always seem to be hiding something, who always seem to be trying to keep something from the Scorpio. And so as a child, when you internalize the fact that people are always keeping secrets, and you feel like you have to snoop around and you have to do investigative energy work almost to feel comfortable or like, you know, a part of your home, and you grow up that way, that can traumatize a motherfucker. Okay, so realize yourself if you have those sorts of like weird psychological tendencies, because those can like stem off and manifest into whole other shit. Self-depreciation, right? It can manifest into going so deep within the self, like feeling like you're the only person you can trust. And so when you reach a situation where you don't feel like you don't trust that you can tell anybody that you don't know something. You know, maybe you were talked too crazy as a child, maybe you were abused, maybe you were thought, you know, childhood shit can manifest in so many different ways. So take care of that inner child. Do the inner work in order to untangle the vices, untangle the bad habits, because they're usually a coping mechanism, or they're a way to self-pacify that has really horrible results long term, whether that's like a relationship or a habit or a substance abuse or whatever. Like, you got to untangle that shit, because it all starts somewhere, it all roots somewhere. So cloak yourself in light, and that will help you along your journey. You know, if you're feeling like it's just too tough of a task, like ask for help from your spirit helpers. Realize that there's always help available to you energetically. You just have to ask for it and then be open to it, right? And expect it. So then you have expect the best. So, and this goes down to a 3-2. So inner child, again, 3 represents the child, the creative energy, the free, playful energy. And so in this card, I'm hearing, you know, after you actually do the work, don't be the fucking Debbie Downer to yourself. Because this is like a person's thoughts making them feel defeated. Like a person feeling like depression is literally depression in action. It's you telling yourself every reason why you should just lay down and die. Right? And really, he's not even dead. None of these swords are piercing him. I always say that every time I pull this card, because it's such an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a thing that we tell ourselves. And, you know, all he kind of has to do is start telling himself better things. It's like, speak to yourself how you would want somebody to speak to your child. Don't berate yourself. Don't be mean on yourself. Don't be pushy on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. There's things in life that everybody doesn't know. You know, and it's okay to be in a space where you're trying something new. But again, do your research, like do your due diligence. These 2 cards are telling me you have to do your due diligence. You have to show up for both sides of yourself. Not only that feisty part, but the part that knows that sometimes your feistiness is not necessarily warranted. You know what I'm saying? And then also, like, within your studies and stuff like that, really practice that devotion, practice that faith in, like they say, faith without works is dead. This was a faith without works. This was a faith without works. This was a faith without putting anything behind it but some damn thoughts. And you thought you was going to do something. You thought, but you thought wrong. So at this point, it's time to, like, go back, reestablish your own internal foundation. Right? And I hope that this is making sense for y'all. I feel like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. If you fuck with No, you fuck with her. And if you don't, then you can just press that X, boo. No, I'm just playing. But in real life, thank you guys for letting me read for you. As always, if you would like a personal reading, all you have to do is email me at nellforhighvibe@gmail.com, and I can get you the information on how to get a personal reading. I do offer tarot and astrology readings, so girl, come get your fix. You can visit nellnicole.com. I'm not exactly 100% sure if you can purchase a reading from there, but you should be able to. Somebody try it. How about that? And let me know. But if you can't do it now, you will be able to by June 1st. I'm doing a website update, so that'll be launched then. It's all set and ready to go, so no worries. And then if you would like to keep up with me outside of YouTube, follow me on social media at Nell Nicole. You feel me? Come see what's popping with me. I'll be on Twitter. I'll be on Instagram. I'm even on Snapchat, but I'm skeptical to give you all y'all my Snapchat, because there be some weird motherfuckers on here. I'm not even gonna hold you up, but I love you guys. Thank you for joining me in my reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.